Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. The purpose of this video is to help you apply what you've learned about gustar verbs and of course the verb gustar. Remember to study the topic in your textbook, watch the grammar tutorial video, and you can also Google the topic and you'll find some YouTube videos that explain how gustar works and gustar verbs work. So once you understand and accept the usage of gustar, the next step is to understand that there are more verbs that function like gustar. So let's just do a little bit of review and then we'll jump into the practice. So remember, gustar is commonly translated as meaning to like. So for example, if we say I like this or I like that, the way that we express that idea in Spanish is by using the verb gustar, but gustar does not literally mean to like. It's more along the lines of the verb to please or to be pleasing to someone. So the way to think about it is in Spanish we don't like things. In Spanish things are pleasing to us. In other words, that's how we express the same idea that you would express in English. So for example, if I wanted to say I like ice cream, in Spanish, I would literally say ice cream is pleasing to me. And in addition to that, I would have a different word order in Spanish. I would literally say to me is pleasing ice cream. The thing that we like is actually the subject of the sentence and it's actually at the end. So the next step is to remember your indirect object pronouns. Me meaning to me. So in other words, if something is pleasing to me, I would use me. Te to you, le to him or to her or to you, nos to us, and les to all of you or to them. So remember your indirect object pronouns. You might want to review those as well. Okay, so let's start off with the class. If I want to say I like the class, okay, in English it's I'm the subject and the verb is like. So I like, and the form is like. So I like the class. It's very straightforward. We have our subject pronoun, our verb, and our object. So if I want to express this idea, we start off with the word for class. So, and we do it kind of from the English speaker's perspective backwards. So I would add gusta, in other words, the class is pleasing or pleases. And to whom is it pleasing? Well, if I want to say it's pleasing to me, in other words, I like it. In Spanish, the idea is expressed as the class is pleasing to me. Me gusta la clase. Okay, so it's a very different grammatical structure in Spanish to express this idea. Okay, so let's say classes. I want to say I like the classes. How would we do this in Spanish? Well, we start with classes. So I can't say that the classes is pleasing. It has to be plural. The classes are pleasing. In other words, the plural form of the verb. So in Spanish, we use gustan. Gustan las clases. The classes are pleasing to whom? Well, to me. Me gustan las clases. The classes are pleasing to me. So in other words, I like the classes. Okay. If it's an action that you like, an infinitive. In English, we would use an ing form of the verb. So, I like studying. I like studying. In Spanish, it has to be the infinitive. So, studying or to study is pleasing to whom? To me. Me gusta estudiar. I like to study. With a noun, I like the class, or the class is pleasing to me. Okay, so now how would you say you like the class? You like the class. We have to literally say the class is pleasing to you. So the indirect object pronoun to you is te. Te gusta la clase. Te gusta la clase. If I wanted to ask you the question, do you like the class? Same structure, just with different intonation. ¿Te gusta la clase? Notice how it rises a little bit towards the end. ¿Te gusta la clase? ¿Te gusta la clase? Do you like the class? Literally, The class is pleasing to you. ¿Te gusta la clase? He likes the class. A él le gusta la clase. So the class is pleasing. Le means to him. Why do we have this a él? If I were to just say le gusta la clase, le can mean three different things. It can mean to him, to her, or to you. So we have to throw in this little phrase that clarifies in order to get the meaning he likes the class. So we added on, a él le gusta la clase. He likes the class. She likes the class. Again, it would be le gusta la clase, but le gusta la clase is ambiguous. We don't know what the le means. So we have to clarify it with a and then ella, to her. A ella le gusta la clase. A ella le gusta la clase. You like the class, so we're using usted here. So remember, we're still going to use le gusta la clase, but we have to clarify it with the a and usted. A usted le gusta la clase. A usted le gusta la clase. We like the class. In other words, the class is pleasing to us. Nos gusta la clase. Nos gusta la clase. You like the class. So this is you, plural, ustedes. So this would be les gusta la clase, but you have to clarify the les, because les can mean to you or it can mean to them, just depending on context. So we have a ustedes les gusta la clase. A ustedes les gusta la clase. Remember, les gusta la clase by itself is ambiguous. We don't know if that means you like the class or they like the class. So we have to add in the a ustedes to clarify that it means you, plural. They like the class. We actually have two possibilities for this one. We have a ellos les gusta la clase or a ellas les gusta la clase. So we don't know if les gusta la clase is they, meaning a group of males or a mixed group, or they, just a group of females. So in order to clarify that, you choose either a ellos or a ellas. Okay, so once you fully understand how Gustar works, then here comes the fun part. It's time to take it to the next level. And once you realize that there are other verbs that function like gustar, then your ability to speak Spanish has grown by leaps and bounds. So it's really just a matter of learning those other, what we call gustar type verbs. For example, aburrir, to bore. You can bore someone, or something can be boring to someone. So aburrir would function just like gustar. You'll only have two forms. You'll have aburre or aburren. So I could say something like me aburren las clases. The classes bore me. Or the class bores me, me aburre la clase. Again, literally in Spanish, it would be the class is boring to me, me aburre la clase. Encantar is like gustar, but it's a step up. Encantar is used in the sense of to love something. So if I wanted to say I like the class, I would say me gusta la clase. But if I want to say I love the class, I would say me encanta la clase. Or I love the classes, me encantan las clases. Faltar means to be missing or lacking something. So for example, if I'm lacking money, in Spanish we say money is lacking to me, literally. So I would say me falta dinero, me falta dinero. Or I'm lacking $2, me faltan $2. Again, faltar will function structurally just like gustar. Fascinar, something is fascinating to someone. Molestar, something is bothersome or bothers someone. Importar, to be important to someone. Interesar, to interest someone. And quedar means to be left or remaining. So, for example, if I wanted to say I only have $1 left, I would use quedar, and it functions like gustar. I would say me queda $1. Me queda $1. Or if he only has $1 left, I would say a él le queda $1, and so forth and so on. So all of these verbs function just like gustar. Okay, well, that's it for this video. Just keep practicing, and your ability to express yourself in Spanish is growing by leaps and bounds. Keep up the great work. Remember, you can do it. If you want to be fluent, it's just up to you. It's just a matter of time and practice. You can do it. That's it for this video.